Yeah, this is everything else. Yeah.
To another exciting edition of E.T. Everything Else, hosted. I am your host, Marcus, the Grand Finale, and I'm joined by not one, not two, but all three faces of Jamal. Wait for it. Jamal!
I did not expect that. You got that microphone.
Yeah. Oh, we're coming in with that high octane energy. You see Jamal, he's spinning around in circles, shooting guns like he's John Morant. we out here. We out here. Jamal, how are you doing today?
I'm actually doing okay. Aside from Canada trying to burn themselves down, and I'm freaking getting collected with this, smoky dust out here in New York. It's crazy.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
coming all the way down from Canada. But aside from that, everything is well. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Just like Cody said, Bullet Club's fine.
Bullet Club's fine. Don't worry about it. As we implode on TV on a weekly basis.
Bernard, the fucking business bear says everything is fine. So
I forgot about the business bear. We're going to bring us back to 2018, probably. I think it's 2018, 2017, somewhere around there. So, Jamal, we're unfortunately starting the podcast off with kind of breaking news. It's been out for about the past hour or two. The passing of the Iron Sheik at age 81. For those who do not know who the Iron Sheik is, this is the definitive Hulk Hogan villain. Other than like Roddy Piper, but the definitive villain who promoted Eat Your Vegemite. Eat Your Vitamins and Say Your Prayers and USA. We rally against him. And all of that. What are your thoughts on the Iron Sheik, just in general, and his passing?
Iron Sheik, man, say what you want about the character of Iron Sheik, of pro wrestling, because he transcends pro wrestling at this point. 81 years is a long time. Without Iron Sheik, there is no Hulk Hogan. Without Iron Sheik, Bob Backlund doesn't become the star that he became. The matches that he had with Bruno Sammartino back in the day, Iron Sheik was one of those bigger than life villains. We always talk about the larger than life athletes like Hulk Hogan's and your Andres, your Brunos, your larger than life baby faces, but we never really talk about the heels. And when you're talking about all those larger than life heels, I'm going to bring it back. We're talking like Jericho, Ric Flair. So then you go further back from Ric Flair, you got your Iron Sheiks of the world. So,
It's tough. It's a tough loss. Even just building up, the heel's job is to build up baby faces. And he built up a bunch over the time and even brought people down with him, like Sergeant Slaughter. That's an unforgettable heel turn when he joined up with Iron Sheik and was like, I'm part of my run and all that and supporting that. And then you even have indirectly getting people over with using the Rock being influenced by the Iron Sheik by taking a lot of his words of jabroni and SmackDown and all this stuff that Iron Sheik would just be saying around him when he was a kid. And, it is a terrible loss and all that, but I think the later escape for the younger people would be more like fucking bullshit from Botchamania or just in general. The Twitter handle, which is constantly out there ripping Hulk Hogan or whoever.
The greatest Twitter handle of all time. If you just look at the activity of the Iron Sheik from 2014 to now, it's just the greatest shit ever. And it's for real. He's not joking.
He's like, fuck you, I'll bend you over your back, pull your arms and make you humble. Fuck you, Logan Paul, or fuck you, Donald Trump. Like, it just goes to everybody. I think he's fucked everybody on his Twitter. He said fuck you to everybody on his Twitter at this point.
Everybody that's smoking, he didn't give no fucks. And that's the one thing that some of the young generation is gonna remember about the legend of Iron Sheik. His legendary Twitter handle.
Yeah, and there's a lot to go on Iron Sheik. I think they just recently did WWE biography on him recently, which, is out there. You go check it out. And you realize that he's an accomplished athlete, just in general, not just professional wrestling, but just overall one of the strongest men to have ever walked this earth. One of the top tier wrestlers, Olympians and all that. Like, he's done a lot of stuff that you would not know just in history. So I would say, just for more history of the IRC, don't come to me. Go to AEW, A&E biography or YouTube clips and all that, and you will just see that he was one of a kind.
Sometime this week, as I did with Antonio Inoki's passing, I will be doing a Iron Sheik retrospective. His career, his legacy. He leaves behind 3 daughters, his son-in-law, I guess, and his wife has been with him for 56 years or something.
Through all the shit too, drugs and everything. This is not like the cleanest life ever. Iron Sheik wasn't no saint. It's been a wild ride for some years with this marriage.
I just want to put in perspective, Iron Sheik, he transcended what, this man was a former world champion, as he was, he was from Iran. My guy, he was not white in the 60s, no. 70s, winning world championships. I want people to understand how big that is. I know it's not black, but still.
But being from Iran, it feels like this is not something that happens.
Or fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy to even think that he was the world champion at some point in time back then. And how people like Ali and Jinder Mahal and, others, they're just struggling to get a foothold. And you had Iron Sheik doing it way back in the 60s. So,
Yeah. Which, Manny is out there pointing out, it's nice to see the legacy of Hulk Hogan will live through J.K. Smush now that the Iron Sheik dead. And then also the Sharpshooter account, which I think is also Manny. I'm pretty sure J.K. Smush actually runs the Sheik Twitter account at this point. He's some real life here, real life American here. He was the American dream, if you want to, not talking about Dusty or anything, but coming over to America, making American money, becoming a mega star that transcended the business, not just in wrestling, like you were saying. We always talk about the baby faces, but the heels who people remember the most are your Iron Sheiks, your Ted DiBiase's, Ric Flairs, and stuff like that when their heyday of healing. It was just damn, these people are the most despicable people in the world. And the stuff they probably went through with people spitting on them and saying all this type of stuff. Because back then, motherfuckers would kill you over some wrestling. It was a different atmosphere.
Especially in good old Texas.
Yep, down in the heart of Texas. But let's move forward and talk about what's been going on in the world of professional wrestling. And I want to start off by saying, if you have not purchased AEW Forbidden Door already, just on the announcement of just these 2 matches, please go to your local cable provider and pay your $60 whatever it is for Forbidden Door, because it is shaping up to be a classic. And it's only been 2 matches announced. 2! And I'm saying the card is stacked, because Bryan Danielson and Kazuchika Okada cannot be missed. I'm just saying, it's the 2 best. It's 1 and 2 probably best wrestlers in the world. You can argue about 3 or whatever, or 4 or whatever, but this is the top 5 2 people in the world you want to see just match up and wrestle. And then 2, a rematch of Will Osprey and Okada at Forbidden Door. They have had bangers in the past, and these two matches. Rumored Kenta wants to fight CM Punk at Forbidden Door. That can also take place. Samoa Joe and Zack Sabre Jr. is rumored. There is so much going on. Jamal, what are your thoughts on Okada versus Bryan Danielson first?
Yo, I know that Bryan Danielson wants to take on Okada. But Okada, listen to me and look at me when I say this, okay?
Look at me.
Stop ducking Kiyomiya. Kiyomiya wants to smoke. He wants to smoke. You stop ducking him. I don't care about your never open weight 6-man titles that you're hiding behind. Got old man Tanahashi and can't win the big one, Ishii. No, stop hiding from Kiyomiya. When you're done with Danielson, get Kiyomiya 1-on-1 and stop hiding. Stop ducking from him. Ducking.
Maybe he's saving it for a bigger date. Maybe a bigger date. I don't know. But I can see Kiyomiya or Shota Umino costing Okada this match, to be honest. Like Okada has built up some enemies over this past year. And I can see, with Shota Umino being technically an unofficial member of the BCC, I can see him actually causing some form of interference to give Okada some way out of this match, or just he's gonna beat his ass, basically.
I mean, it runs deeper than that. Like, remember when Umino was just some young lion in fucking black tights? Who's the person that fucking picked him up and then gave him the shooter persona? That was Jon Moxley. So of course, he's gonna be loyal to fucking Jon Moxley for giving him his whole gimmick, basically. Shota Umino then went to Excursion in Britain. He just killed the British scene and then freaking came back, and then now he's shooting for Okada. It's kind of reminiscent from when Okada came back from Excursion and then immediately challenging Tanahashi for the world title. So the only difference is right now Okada's not the champion. Sonata is. So, or
even Yuta Tsuji, who was recently just came back from Excursion from Mexico. Yeah. So it come back and just challenge Sonata. Everybody just comes back from Excursion. I need to go on Excursion so I can challenge IWGP Championship. El Luchador will say he is so hyped for this right here. The rest of the card could be ass, and it's still already a match of a contender for show of the year, and it could be. But we are hoping for Darby versus Hiromu could be something special as well.
Hiromu.
Oh.
Darby, not so much. And I like Darby, and that's not like one skater to another type shit. That's just he's a good dude, but I don't know, man.
You don't want to see him fight for the junior, junior heavyweight title, whatever it's called.
IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship? No.
Yeah.
No.
Although I always feel like the heavyweight championship I was thinking of this. The junior heavyweight championship doesn't make sense.
What's Darby Allin gonna do with that IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship?
Oh, he ain't winning. He ain't beating Hiromu. Darby can't beat nobody. Darby don't win the big one. He won the TNT title and never got anything else after that.
Darby Allin holding that prestige, that's one of the most prestigious belts in wrestling. If you really think about it, the IWGP
and give it to him.
Heavyweight Championship is one of the most prestigious belts in wrestling.
I would love to see Darby tour in Japan.
That can be arranged. I mean, Dragon's Gate is open, TWP is open, DDT is there. He can go to Noah. Kiyomiya will give him a shot.
Kiyomiya give anybody a shot. He just wants to fight.
Big Lee will give him a shot. I mean, if you think about it, he already has a working relationship with Pro Wrestling Noah. Remember Great Muda's last?
Yeah.
So him and Sting.
Yeah, forget all that. Yeah. I want him to take it from Hiromu. I just think that's two interesting clashing in personalities of bright colors and zany outfits and cats and fucking eyes looking at you versus skateboard kid and booty shorts. I'm just saying, that's a clash worth seeing. Oh God, Manny's bringing up Jeff Jarrett joining the Bullet Club again. I didn't want to read this. Jeff Jarrett, he's with the Bullet Club. He joins. I mean, he could at this point where the Bullet Club is standing with their new Violet and basically adding all the white guys.
I didn't expect I didn't expect some of these guys to be in Bullet Club. The Dan Malloys, Alex Coughlin. That's a big pickup. Like, you know, for like one of the younger guys that's in the Japan circuit right now. Gabriel Kidd, like that's huge for them. Like, you know, like
they are getting younger. They got a lot younger.
Yeah, like I'm not saying Gabriel Kidd is young, or even like, you know, Clark Connors 100 proof. Like, you know, like damn, like this is turning out to be David Finley's Rebel Club. Like it's looking good, and hopefully they go back to business of, you know, gaijins doing gaijin things and fucking up all these Japanese wrestlers and stuff like that. That's what Bullet Club was originally supposed to be. But they lost their way some way, shape, or form. There's Japanese niggas in there now, so, you know, we'll see.
As Manny said, Bullet Club looks like random dudes you can fight in the bar, which they should. I think that's the persona. It's like it's just a bunch of random dudes and bikers trying to like dudes that you want to fight.
I'm gonna tell you this: I would not want to meet any of them, and this is me as a United States Marine type shit. I don't want to see any of them niggas in the fucking bar on the wrong end of the fucking spectrum. I'm not.
Oh, I know I'm not. As a black man, I can't go into a bar and see those guys.
I'm not trying to fight Ishimori. I'm not trying to fight Kenta. Shit, I met Kenta. I'm not trying to fight that nigga. I seen him. I was like,
I'll fight Clark Connors.
But he'll probably kick my teeth down my fucking throat.
I'll fight Clark Connors. I'll fight Clark Connors. I'll fight Clark Connors.
Alex Coughlin.
I'll pick a fight, but you know, I'll have other people with me. I'm not going in alone. That's what I'm saying. I'm bringing you. I'm bringing a Marine. Okay, I'm not going in alone. I'll bring you.
You're gonna have us tussle Gabriel Kidd? He's British. He's fucking British.
That's what Manny would be for. Manny would counteract his Britishness.
Manny, can you beat Gabriel Kidd's ass? Can you do it?
Manny will fight anybody with a kid. Yeah.
Anybody with a gun.
Manny will fight Kenta. His bones are brittle. He's going after Kenta's injuries.
He's gonna go straight for the shoulder and get hit with the knee in the face.
He's gonna be like, oh shit, that didn't work. But all these matches were made basically on Dominion over the past weekend. Shabal, what were your thoughts on the Dominion, and what were the highlights of the show? Because I thought it was it was a great show, long show, but it was a great wrestling show. Just from top to bottom, they had it well stacked.
The first match of that night was Osprey versus Lance Archer.
I was shocked that was starting.
So they for the short time, and this is a short match by all intents and purposes.
It was like 6 minutes.
Yo, for 6 minutes they beat the holy crap out of each other. Yeah. Like, how many hidden blades do you think that he hit on freaking Lance Archer?
I think it was two or three.
No, he hit like 4 or 5.
But it was a lot. It was a lot, and it reminded me of and only because I saw this in the past 2 years, the Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio in 2002 SummerSlam. It was the opener. They went like 5 to 8 minutes or something, but it feels like it wasn't longer because they just went at it for the entire 8 minutes, and it was nonstop. Like, this match personally just started even before the bell rang. Archer just went out and got him, and then they just rang the bell and they had it. It went really fast, and I was shocked that it was as quick as it was. I thought it was going to be longer. I was shocked that it started the show, considering that, you know, I feel like both of them are big enough stars to go later in the show, and they would do something else in front. But it was really the only non-title match, since New Japan has 8,000 belts these days that they give away. Again, all wrestling promotions, let's cut it out with the belts. Let's cut them out. Let's cut some belts out. Let's cut them out. It's for everybody.
He's trying to pack it up.
Pack up all the belts. If I had bags to throw, I would throw it.
Fuck out of here.
Come on, not the baby's breast milk. Not the baby's breast milk.
That wasn't baby's breast milk.
I know.
Fine, this is Logan. Get that shit out of here. That shit out of here.
For me on the show, one of the highlights was the junior heavyweight title Hiromu versus why am I blanking out? Oh, and Mr. Master Wato. Master Wato. I thought that was my favorite match on the show. That the 6-man with the Blackpool Combat Club versus Okada and Tanahashi and shit. That was really good. Mox bled for no reason in that match. Like, as soon as he bled, I went, fuck this match. But I was like, it's a good match. I don't know why. It takes me out of it right away.
Always fucking bleeding in a match for no fucking reason. He's trying to be the new Dusty. He's trying to be the new Flair. He's trying to be Harley Race. He's trying to do all these old school shits. Like, you can't just bleed on every fucking body, man.
Not the 6-man? Like... You know, in a 6-man, you look ridiculous. In a 6-man, you look ridiculous. And this is why you look ridiculous bleeding in a 6-man, Jamal. It's because no one else is fucking bleeding.
He's the only one. He's the only one.
And you just look around like, what happened to you? That happened.
He looked like he was in the ring with Sabu or Abdullah the Butcher or some shit. Like,
yeah. Like, what happened to you? Like, I kind of don't make nobody bleed.
He's trying to be Bruiser Brody of this generation. Like, what's going on, man?
Yeah, just chill on it. Save it for when it matters. Like, that was a good match. The main event was good. The crowd was really behind Tsuji, and I don't know what to make of his LIJ association right now because they kind of walked out on him after the match. I don't even know what to say with that.
Well,
he lost.
LIJ has always been a bunch of individuals doing their own fucking thing, which is why Sonata fucking dipped on them, and then you know, eventually with the team, like just 5 guys, not the fucking burger joint, not the
burgers and fries. Don't confuse them. This is Takamichi Yoku presents 5 guys burgers and fries.
But Sonata shows that, like, you know, he needs a team behind him, and then he's the guy, so. You know, behind Naito, he was always the number 2, always up next, but never there, like type stuff. And it's baffling because, you know, you have a guy like the Dragon who has won the world title. Yeah, Shigo Takagi has won the world title. Naito won the world title, all in the span of, like, you know, Sonata being the number 2. If anything, Shigo is the number 3 guy. And he's been winning world titles, so it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, when is it going to be my turn? Going back, though, to the Junior Heavyweight Championship match, I am not a fan of Master Wato, right? But this match here has given me more respect for him as a pro wrestler than any other match that he's ever fucking done.
Yeah, you know, this was great. This is a great match.
Of his character of Master Wato when he did that fucking glacier run through the fucking place, fucking bullshit, fucking vignette, and I'm just like, who the fuck is this guy? And then it turns out to be Master Wato. I'm just like, this fucking kid and this, that, and the third, and then, you know, even with like Tensan picking him up and, like, you know, making him a thing, I was never ever a huge fan of Master Wato. I don't think Master Wato was literally on my radar for anything until Wrestle Kingdom of this year, which is saying something. That's a long fucking time from like 2016 to now, or I think it's like 2018 or some shit like that. But like from that time to now, it is now 2023. And at Wrestle Kingdom, I was like, oh, okay, this motherfucker can wrestle.
He's a real deal. He became the real deal at that point where you be like, oh, I see all the potential. I see why New Japan is featuring him more and a lot of these big singles matches.
I still like the character of Master Wato, but like at the end of the day, it's not his character. It's his in-ring work that makes him him. So great match with him and Hiromu. Hiromu can make anybody look good. Yeah, just a fantastic match. It's probably one of my matches of the week that's not the matches of the week. You know what I'm saying? So, because like it ended, like it would have been one of those matches that I would talk about, but it already happened. So
the problem with the match of the week, it comes out on Monday, which is the weekend, the day after the weekend where all the matches done took place. And then, you know, in the middle of the week, matches get changed all the time, and you'd be like, what? When's that coming on there? What? Okay.
Like that fucking dismal cage match, that fucking Bailey and fucking Becky Lynch, that shit pissed me off. Unforgiven. Anyway.
I'm still gonna say, even though we got the cage match, we never got that cage match. Never got that night.
Match. Not that.
It made more sense on that Legends night for Lita to return than on some random ass Monday Night Raw for her to return. Just saying.
Just to get packed the fuck up and never to return again. Like, get the fuck out of here.
What else happened on this show? We have new tag team champions. Your boys. Your boys have all the tag team gold.
I fucking despise. Fucking despise. Man, if it
I was upset too, because you know me.
If it wasn't for injury, the Aussie Open would still be the IWGP World Tag Team Champions and the New Japan Strong World Tag Team Champions. Like, what the fuck? Why is Bishamon on my screen? Nothing against Goto. It's all
fuck Goto too. No, don't give him a pass. You know how I feel.
This is a man that has won the G1. What has Yoshihashi done? What has he done?
He does some tag work, and he's been a Yo and a Shy. I don't know.
These are Goto's belts. All 4 of those belts belong to Hiroki.
Nah, but get Goto. Goto's boring. I never liked Goto. I don't care what he's done. He's just boring to me. He's the most boring guy. Like, his in-ring work is fine, but he fits in that category with Will Yuta to me.
So out of all the motherfuckers in Chaos, and we're talking about all the motherfuckers in Chaos, you say Goto's the worst. I say Yoshihashi's the worst. What say you in the fucking lumber chat?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Don't put me as a Yoshihashi sympathizer here. I'm not defending Yoshihashi either. Fuck Yoshihashi. I'm just saying I don't like Goto either. I don't like neither one of them. I don't like the Bishamon.
You already know. I respect Goto. I don't respect Yoshihashi.
Yeah.
Fucks with him at all or anything. If he's in a video game, I'm picking him to whoop his ass every single time.
Yeah, and so I was thinking of this, and I was in the match. Kevin Kelly put this in my head. A symphony of hate that just goes through me. But you know what? Kevin Kelly wasn't as bad on this show because he added some information. I am okay with Goto and Yoshihashi winning under this circumstance. At Forbidden Door, they get their ass whooped by FTR so they can get all those belts. I'm just saying that's the only way I'm okay with this victory. Other than that, nah, I'm against it.
Give FTR the gold back.
On the other tag team front, Kushida and Kevin Knight lost the the junior tag titles.
Junior Tag Team Championship.
I don't want to say strong. I want to say strong on some of them, but then I don't. There's just too many titles.
Well, look, peep this out. Kevin Knight and Kushida was a fluke, and they proved it. Catch 22 proved that they were one of the best junior tag team champions of all time. Probably, arguably, next to the Young Bucks, not in length or not in, title wins, but as opposed to talent, I would love to see that match. Catch 22, TJP and Francisco Akira versus Matt and Nick Jackson. Book it. Forbidden Doors. Do it. New Japan. Do it. Book it.
Do it.
BCC anyway. They're too busy. Getting fucked up.
Yeah. I really hope on tonight's Dynamite they plant seeds on where we're going with Forbidden Door with other matches being announced. Hopefully, where we're like, oh, okay, this is what, I don't know.
Excalibur's gonna lose his breath talking about fucking something, so we'll see. Yeah. Jim Ross is gonna look lost in the sauce, and Taz is just gonna be that dude that's on the side. Yeah, that's it. That's all he's gonna do.
Whoa! That's huge. Huge.
It's gonna be a rocket buster.
Yeah. My thing is with Excalibur when he goes over 1 million matches, nobody ever remembers what he's talking about. He's just wasting his breath. Whatever, Excalibur. It's over. No one cares.
Shit on YouTube to see who's fighting. Okay.
David Finlay defeated ELP for the never open weight title, or not? He didn't win it. He retained his title basically.
Yeah, not surprised.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised by that, but
But
Solid match.
I was surprised by the pickups. Like, again, like I said, Alex Coughlin, he's been on my radar for a little bit. I was like, okay, when's he gonna come up? Who's he gonna go with? What type of style? Like, I thought he was just gonna be one of those New Japan guys. Like, and that's the thing too. David Finlay went over to New Japan Strong and just picked up the crop of who's next. And think about it like this: if Carl Fredericks didn't leave to go to NXT to be fucking whoever the fuck he is now,
as many call him DJ Tatanka, Eddie Thorpe.
Yeah, he would have been right there with them. Nobody would have picked up Dan Malloy. Fuck Dan Malloy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Alex Coughlin, Gabriel Kidd, Clark Connors, those are all good pickups.
So how many? This may sound like a ridiculous question, but how many people are in Bullet Club right now? I feel like we're at 20. And counting the House of Torture,
we're close to 20. It's 17. 17.
Yeah. Jesus.
17 niggas.
Manny, I just laugh along with you. I would not disrespect a man to call DJ Tatanka. Zack Sabre Jr. retained the television title by defeating Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb has never beat Zack Sabre Jr. He is 3-0-1, which I went, damn.
G1 climaxes, just regular matches, tag matches. He's got his number. And, seeing Jeff Cobb live one time, like against Jonah or fucking Bronson Reed, that shit was fucking fire. But
yeah, heavyweights.
You would
heavyweights.
Think he can't figure out the wizardry of Zack Sabre Jr. I don't know. And it doesn't matter who Zack is with. He's with Suzuki-gun. He's with TMDK. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's like, I can't win. Well, that was Dominion. Great show. Check it out for those out there who haven't seen it. But the main match to check out, I think, would be Hiromu versus Master Wato for that show. And the 6-man for the trios, whatever they call it, 6-man, never open weight title
championships. Yes, I know.
Cut the belts. This is what we call all the belts.
All the belts.
All the belts. Everybody can't have a belt. Next, NWA did the Crockett Cup. Did you watch any of that? I did not. I was not like
Crockett Cup. We talking about legends and stuff like that, and you missed the Crockett Cup.
I didn't watch it. I I didn't find it. I couldn't. I don't know.
You didn't have the time. I got it. It was.
That's a nice way of saying it. That's a nice way of saying that. I ain't got time for that, but I did. I shouldn't do it.
You didn't have the fucking time. That's fine. I mean, a lot of people don't have time for NWA at all. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Camille continue her reign. Mike Knox and Trevor Murdoch won the Crockett Cup, and they will be fighting who's the tag team champions right now? Why am I blinking out? Is it La Rebellion?
I believe
La Rebellion still, right?
Yeah, La Rebellion is still the champs. So yeah.
So Knox and Murdoch look like a solid tag team, but I think Tyrus' champion has exhausted my interest in NWA. I don't think I like him as a champion.
Just because lose every week with his title, son. Stop playing.
I don't care. He needs to lose. He's not an interesting character or champion.
If you were to look at the scope of the NWA right now, who is the next guy to be the champ?
I don't know. They're kind of all. It's relatively old over there.
To Chris Adonis, would you give it to?
No.
What the fuck? The white dude that's with fucking Black Jesus and shit.
Oh, with the gold tights?
Yes.
Oh my god, why am I blanking out his name? I know who you're talking about. I know his name. He just blanked out.
Just give it to the Fixers. Just give it to the Fixers. They'll change the belt to like the American title or something.
They get pissed off about it or something. I
want to keep my belt.
I don't know. When you look at the NWA's roster currently, you guys start out, who did John Cena beat in 2010?
Yo, chill.
That's what you look at. That's what you're looking at. They need to try to get a name. At one point, the NWA had all the names, and then AEW and WWE scooped all these people up. And that's kind of what's going on right now. It's like,
Would you give it to EC3? Would you give it to Kerry Morton, who's Robert Morton's?
No, because I don't want to see I don't want to see the Rock and Roll Express stuff no more. I'm done.
What about the guy with the tranny as his manager?
No. not anything against whatever the life they're living. No. Just no.
It's funny because it's true.
They don't have, like when NWA was originally, 3 years ago or 4 years ago, they even had Ricky Starks, Eddie Kingston, and all these guys. Nick Aldis, including, it just seemed like they had all this talent, and you wanted these people to be the next champion. Now, we're at the point where I'm just like, I really don't know. I'm just looking at the people John Cena's beat in 2010. Murdochs and Masters and Knots.
Like, he didn't beat Bram.
No, he did not beat Bram. No, he did not. Bram escaped the John Cena.
He didn't beat EC3 either.
Alright, and then the last thing we're going to cover is Impact Wrestling. This Friday is against all odds. I have betting odds on this one. I'm betting on this one. No, I'm not. But, oh my God. I blinked on the card. I had it up. The card up. They had some matches set up.
My guy Steve Macklin and Will Osprey with the war on Scott D'Amore, dog. It's going crazy.
Yeah.
He's putting them claiming tables and shit under siege. And Deonna Purrazzo is going to go one-on-one against Trinity for the Knockouts Women's Championship. Can Trinity win the
No. That's at Slammiversary.
Oh, fuck.
Against all odds, she's fighting, I think it's what's her name? Kelly.
Killer Kelly?
Kelly. Killer
Kelly ain't winning that shit.
Nah, she ain't.
I'm a big fan of Killer Kelly.
Yeah, so
Killer Kelly is the best Kelly until fucking Gigi Dolan stopped being Priscilla and then freaking became Gigi.
Oh! Macklin's fighting Alex Shelley this week. That's what it is.
Can Alex Shelley win the big one?
No! He can't. I think we're in the middle of Steve Macklin's run. I don't think he's going to lose it before Slammiversary or anything like that. Although, it would be nice to see Alex Shelley win it.
I mean, on Impact, Alex Shelley and Bully Ray had war of words, I would say. And Bully Ray was like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit, but I'm an honest piece of shit. And you're one of the best wrestlers in the world. The problem is that, you've never won the big one. You have somebody next to you that won the big one, and you are not in the list of great wrestlers of all time because you haven't won the fucking big one. You're not going to be next of the names of like Samoa Joes and the AJ Styles and the Jay Lethals, the Kurt Angles, like all this other shit. He was like, yeah, you'll never do it because you never won the big one. Which then Chris Sabin returned. He was just like, yeah, I know I won the big one. If I remember correctly, it was you that I beat for the big one, you piece of shit.
Oh, yep.
Macklin then was just like, yo, fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck all y'all. I'm the champ. Nobody's going through me. And that's that.
Yeah. You're not beating me, basically. And I don't see it. I see it being a decent match. And, I was wrong earlier. There is no title match at Against All Odds. Killer Kelly's just fighting Taylor Wilde. I thought I saw something else, but
nobody cares about the fucking what they call themselves, the Wiccans, the Wiccan.
Yeah, nah. Pass.
The bootleg version of the Hex.
Shout out to Marty Bell and Allison Kay.
Marty Bell's Dominican.
But yeah, that about covers everything for the week. Jamal, is there anything you would like to add? Whether it's, in wrestling, whatever. 'Cause I'm out. I'm all out. I'm out of stuff.
One climax.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. I think he climaxed too hard right there, people. He went out. He went G1 Climax, and then it was like, ski everywhere. He was going to say G1 Climax 33 is coming up, and I believe he was going to say 33. And we got some people in there. I don't know who's going to actually win it this year. I can see Sonata actually winning and just picking his opponent. Or you can have, run it back with like Okada or something. But the notable, I think Americans in there. I think Eddie Kingston's in there, and there's someone else that I don't know. So I don't even know if we're still live, if I'm the only one frozen. Yep, I'm here by myself. Well, I am going to sign off for both of us, I guess, at this current time. I have been Marcus the Grand Finale. You can join Jamal on his SoundCloud at 3 Faces of Jamal on SoundCloud. You'll see me tomorrow with the review of AEW Dynamite and NXT, where we will talk about the happenings of wrestling. Hopefully I'm not too tired. I'm going to a soccer game today and everything like that. From Jamal, from the grave, my CPU dumped out. But it's okay. It was the end of the show. It lasted just long enough. Till we got to the end. We reached the end of the show. I hope everybody had a good time. If not, sorry. Take care. Shave your hair. Goodbye.